Hi everybody, I won't take up much of your time. Just asking if you do like the videos and you've been watching for a while, please consider subscribing and maybe leaving a like or a comment. I do respond to pretty much every comment for the most part, so thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Unbound. They are describing the origins of the shadows. It's what allowed Cube Corp to take off and become the major influence in Boreas it is today. This is how she repays me. After all this, she practically stole Cube Corp, the company I founded with my own two hands. And she allows Aklov to steal my shadows from me too. Ooh. Shouldn't dwell on that now. Anyway, Faye was the one who gave us the template for the project, as you have likely guessed. Thus, before I stepped down as CEO, I established a new branch at CubeCore entirely dedicated to the revival efforts. I called it the Shadow Branch, or as you know it, the Shadows. To avoid tarnishing CubeCore's reputation, I had to ensure our experiments had no ties to the company whatsoever. And with that out of the way, we were able to experiment worry-free. Ivory, status report. We're ready to begin the first trial, Zeph. Then let's begin, shall we? Everyone take your positions. Zeph, are you certain that this will work? Of course, nothing is certain, Marlin. It is merely the first of many prototypes. Don't expect perfect results on the first try. However, we can worry about the finer points later. For now, let's find out if this is merely a hypothesis or not. To start with, I just place this Pokemon here. Place the sample remains next to it. And they turn on the molecular fusion device. Now, once this cloak is on the shield, to shield it from the light, it should be moving. It worked. Let's see if it can actually move its body. Whoa! Quick, Marlin! Give me that control gauntlet. Stay, creature. You must obey. I'll admit this is not what I originally was hoping for. However, this certainly is a step in the right direction. Given time, we should be able to bring them back. All things considered, through the first test went rather smoothly. They said we had to continue the research, not to let this setback trip us up. Her words, spurred on by her, we could continue the work on Shadow Warriors. However, even with the control gauntlet, some proved difficult to control. One lashed out at my face, leaving the scar you see today. Another lashed out at Marlin, severing his arm. Yet despite our injuries, we pressed on. Over the course of several years, the Science Society helped us capture more Pokemon and combine them with more test subjects. Some were living as per Faye's request, and others were not. That is not to say we turned anyone against their will, of course. All grunts that became Shadow Warriors did so willingly for the chance to gain great power. But Faye, she was like a demoness, driving us to a crueler and crueler extremes in order to revive our children. Of course, I suspect she had absolutely no interest in them at all. It was always the Shadow Warriors she was invested in. Eventually, we concluded we would not be able to bring back our children using the Shadow Warriors. Despite coming close with our last trial, the cost to our children would have been too great had we continued in the same direction. So we were forced to try a new approach. One that was extreme, yet plausible, if recent events had anything to go by. The plan was to bring the ultimate weapon, the one mentioned in the old legends, here to Boreas. And while that weapon may be capable of mass destruction, it was also the same device used to restore the Foreign King's Pokemon. And if the weapon could bring a Pokemon back to life, it stands to reason it could bring our children back as well. But how much of it was our idea? How much of it was Aklov's machinations? Yes, under Zeph's instruction, we began researching the Dark Force of Boreas. At the time, we hoped to use its power to bring us the ultimate weapon. Of course, we had no idea the Dark Force was, in fact, Aros' old partner, Hoopa. And from there, you know the rest. Well, that was an explanation and a half. Take it all in. Okay, now that you know what's really been going on, you should have no hesitation about working with us. I should apologize. I believed you to be some sort of spy sent by Aklov. If I'd known you were the real deal all along, I would have never reacted. I would have reacted less violently. Sir, you detected remnants of Koopa's portal energy in Viviltown. Quite likely the Light of Ruin's base. Viviltown. So, the old base used by the Science Society now serves as the Light of Ruins. I should have known. Marlon, we cannot remain here any longer. Now that Aklov is distracted, we must strike quickly. It's time to rally our fighting force and depart for Viviltown. Prepare the shadows. We move out at once. Of course, Seth. I doubt we have much time until Aklov returns. Amanda, please don't tell Ace and Ivory about me. At least not until the time is truly right. We neglected our children in favor of another. The thought would sicken me. Oh, before I forget, keep the outfit. I think it looks rather good on you. Who knows, it may come in handy someday. Okay. Use the means to cross water, the HM for surf. You cannot use it. You should first obtain Dahara City's badge before you regroup with us. You must reach Viviltown as soon as possible, so please hurry. It's northeast of Dahara when you're ready. Well, we gotta go challenge the Dahara City Gym. Yeah, that was a lot to take in. Ron's uniform is now available in the costume box. Okay. Yeah, so we need to... go to Dahara, which is down there. Can I fly? Do I have fly? Did I teach fly? Yes. Heal up. And we've been to Dahara before. We must have, because we were able to fly here. Yeah, we've been here before. Yeah. We just got caught up in other story stuff. Game corner. Yeah, because this is where the double battle house was. Where's the gym? So you can find Sandy Gast here. Rare candy. That's probably the KBT Expressway. There's no maps of anything anywhere. Is this the gym? This looks like a gym. It's been a while too, rush water. Okay. Electric and steel type. Floor here is magnetized, and the electric and steel types lifted right off the floor. You won't be able to hit them with ground type moves, so you'll have to come up with an alternative. Okay. So that means electric and steel. We're gonna have to Gohan and Simba this. Probably. So we gotta turn those off before we can... If you can beat me, I'll tell you what that bulb does. Okay. So we're both levitating. Cool. Overpass is double weak to fighting. Is it steel rock? Plus stab. Minus sturdy. I resist. I resist pretty much everything here. Tell you about the bulb. These light bulbs control the flow of electricity by turning on and changing where the electricity goes. Cool. Ooh, magnet. Too bad I don't have an electric type. Way. Floor here is magnetized. I know, it's been explained to me already. Just fight me. Oh, here we go. Well, a lot of steel types don't have very good special defense, so being able to use Aura Sphere is actually really helpful. One way to overcome it. Told you. Okay, that's been opened. I can feel the electricity pulsing through my veins. That's not good. Electric. I'm also like 13 levels higher. So I can't use ground types. It's so that if you pick Garchomp, probably, it's just so that you'll use something else. So you could still use Garchomp and just destroy everything with like Dragon Claw or something. And Crunch. Just make it a little bit harder. And this one is going to there. You having trouble coping with the magnetism? Not at all. Charge a bug? Might resist. Dragon Pulse is fine. Like special attack? Okay. And I'm faster. Because I'm 10 levels higher. Oh, it's... Switch. It's also fairy type. but you don't have anybody to switch to, so Flamethrower won't be super effective, but it won't have fairy-type moves that can be super effective against me. I will resist them instead. Seems not. Magnetized floor? I invented it. Good for you. Good job. It's working. Isn't this thing fairy too? No. Alright, like special attack, that's fine. Bronzong. I'm gonna bring in Chirp, because that crunch will take it out. Even though I can't... Well, I couldn't anyway, because I'm pretty sure Bronzong already levitates. Yeah, easy. And I mean, Aura Sphere would have been neutral, but I'd rather still use like a super effective instead of a neutral. Should have turned off this one. Don't you love the mixed typing at the gym? Kind of. It's not like it hasn't really been done before. Bronzor. Special attack. Okay. Think. Does this guy just have the unevolved forms of all the other guys' Pokemon? That's sure what it seems like. It's great. Oh, Pokemon. Not item. Quick Ball. Sweet. Just in case, like, that's the only place you can catch a Voltorb or something, because that would suck if we got all the way to the end and found out that, like, oh, we missed Voltorb. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this here, and we will continue and finish the gym in the next one. So thanks for watching. I will see you then.